What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me right here at my YouTube channel. This is where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, and TV shows. And right now, I'm going to give you guys my review of the new Netflix original movie, A Week Away, a musical. Now, I have to preface this. I think most people who've been around this channel for a while know I'm a Christian. I teach at a Christian school. I coach a Christian track team. I coach a Christian cross country team. It's something that I don't hide. I'm proud of. I'm not, however, a fan of Christian movies, of faith-based films. I think that most of them present an unrealistic view of Christianity, or a view that's so rose-colored that it gives unrealistic expectations to Christians on what to expect living a faith-based life. Even films like God's Not Dead. I didn't like that movie. I felt that the conversion scene at the end was tedious, and I felt that it was the pandering. I felt that it was pandering to Christian audiences. I don't want to be pandered to. When I'm watching a faith-based movie, I want to see a realistic view on what Christianity is. The problem that none of them does it. You look at some of the biggest faith-based films, Facing the Giants. There's some inspirational stuff in Facing the Giants. Again, it's got a very rose-colored conclusion. I don't know. Look at a movie like Fireproof. I see value in Fireproof, especially if you're in a struggling marriage. I see value in watching it with your spouse. I really do. The problem is that it does not give an accurate portrayal on what Christian life is like. At least not in my experiences. Because in my experiences, there's a lot of, in my experiences, there's a lot of struggling that can go along with living that lifestyle, living a faith-based lifestyle. And I'm not trying to make Christians seem like victims or anything like that. This is being a Christian in America. It's a different kind of struggle, but it's not like we're oppressed or anything like that. The struggle is more of an internal struggle. Culture versus faith. Culture versus the worldly culture versus God's teachings. That's the type of stuff that you can really that's kind of the internal struggle. I'm getting off on a tangent here. I've yet to find a faith-based film that I really liked. Overcomer was okay, but it was about a girl who runs cross country. It's kind of up my alley. But even then, it was very much a rose-colored view of a conversion of a young girl. It's just... So, I had a lot of doubts when my wife turned on A Week Away, because it is a musical that was made for and premiered on Netflix, and it's a faith-based musical. The plot is, it's about this troubled kid who's gotten kicked out of a couple schools, and instead of going to juvie, he decides to go to a camp. He's told that he can go to a camp. And when he gets there, he realizes that he's at a church camp. And it is a story about him finding faith. It's a story about him finding a relationship with Jesus, but it's also a story about him finding a relationship with another person, a girl. And a relationship with a friend. There's a friend in this movie that initially invited him to the church camp that at first this kid thought that this other kid was a nerd, and throughout the course of the movie, they form a friendship. I had a lot of concerns, obviously. I was like, the conversion's going to be rose-colored. It's not going to be a very accurate depiction of a conversion, you know. And it's Netflix. It's Netflix. So I was like, they're going to make fun of Christianity. And, you know, I typically try to steer clear of stuff that makes fun of Christianity. Unless it's something like South Park or something that makes fun of everything. But I was like, they're gonna make fun of Christianity. They're gonna make fun of our faith. They're gonna make us seem like cultists, which I don't know. The Boys does that, and I like The Boys. So I guess I don't know. I guess I have to pick and choose what I like and don't like, or maybe it's just how it hits me. But I was like, it's not gonna be a good depiction of Christianity simply because it's Netflix, and it's gonna be too. They're going to take the Bible and they're going to beat you over the head with it. And it's not going to be a really accurate portrayal. I got to tell you, if we go back 2 weeks in time, if we could get in a time machine and go back 2 weeks in time and somebody said, hey man, you're going to like this Christian musical that went straight to Netflix more than you liked In the Heights, I'd be like, nah, you're crazy. But the reality is I did. I like this movie. I thought that now part of it could be it's a jukebox musical, right? All the songs that they sing have been songs that are songs that already existed. Some of them are faith-based, some of them aren't, but they're all songs that you recognize. And because of that, you have a lot of fun. I've yet to see a jukebox musical that I hated, you know. Rock of Ages, The New Valley Girl, you know, there's a lot of them, and most of them I at least enjoy watching because of the music. And it might be fair to say that, okay, you like this because of the music. But I also, and that's probably a little bit true, but I also just really liked the story that was being told here. And it's not a story we haven't, I mean, it's a story that we've seen before, you know. Troubled kid goes away to camp and he learns how to be a good kid. We've seen it. I just felt that the story of him turning his life around was that they gave it time to simmer. They gave it time to happen. It wasn't like he's gonna fight it for 7/8 of the movie and then the last eighth there it is. No, you know, at first he was very adamant that he was not going to turn his life around, and then as he starts forming relationships with people, not just the girl, not just the person who becomes a friend, but as he starts forming relationships with other people at the camp counselors, as these relationships start forming, he starts having a genuine change in thought. And there's a point in the movie where he lashes back, and I don't know, I just felt that everything felt, you know, I just felt that the whole process was a little bit more genuine because it took place over the course of several months. So I don't know. I really liked it. I thought it was very well done. Very well done, especially for a Netflix movie that was faith-based. I thought it was going to be garbage. And maybe my expectations played into that a little bit. But, guys, I got to tell you, A Week Away was really good. So, you know what? I'm going to give A Week Away an A-. I just really liked it. I really liked it. So, if you're at all interested in jukebox musicals or faith-based movies, I really suggest you check this out. Because I don't like faith-based movies, but I like this one. So, and this is the first one I've ever watched that I really liked. So, I don't know. Take that for what it's worth. What did you even know this movie existed? Do you like faith-based movies? Are you interested in watching a faith-based musical? Let me know these things in the comments down below. I'd love to have a conversation about it. While you're down there, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me right here at the LQ Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.